Sunday, August 5th, our gym was blessed to have an honored guest from Des Plaines, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Traveled all the way here to Cranbrook, BC to share and exchange knowledge in knife combatives, Filipino martial arts, and martial arts in general. Sifu Bob Walker is a lifelong martial artist who has been training in Chinese and Filipino martial arts for over 50 years. He is a living encyclopedia of martial arts, and like me, he has made martial arts his lifelong passion. Sifu Bob and I met around 3 years ago through online discussion. And then we started meeting every Monday, then every Tuesday. The days kept changing, but we kept meeting once a week, non-stop, for about 3 years now, exchanging knowledge and exchanging ideas. You see, when Sifu Bob and I first started talking, he and I had very similar ideals about martial arts and training. And while Sifu Bob is 10 years my senior, I also know very much that training as an older martial artist is something you need to adapt to. So while he was here, we exchanged knife fighting and flow drills and cane techniques and all sorts of different fighting techniques. When I crossed hands with him, I could feel that he understood immediately how to track energy and motion and to really put me off balance when he wanted to. Sifu Bob is a very, very experienced Tai Chi push hands instructor. I mean, he teaches Tai Chi, and a big part of what he teaches involves push hands, throws, and off balancing. Sifu Bob teaches the old school Tai Chi, not just the Tai Chi for health and vitality. However, the Filipino martial arts have taken over most of his attention, and he has a large syllabus of knowledge in that he streamlines down into the Reflex flow sharp response system. The knife drills that he shared with us were absolutely fantastic. I think they were equal, if not better, to many of the knife drills I've been taught in the past. And he has a unique way of looking at using edged weapons that I really enjoyed. Now the thing is, martial arts should not just be about martial, and they should not just be about art. There has to be a social aspect to martial arts, because this is one of the things that make a physical activity so fun and enjoyable. And having someone travel all this way to share with us, to share not just our martial arts, but our community, the area. I was a tour guide, and we were sharing experiences. We were sharing meals. We were having incredible discussions and philosophical discussions and laughs and making memories. And this is one of the most important things that martial arts does. Martial arts brings people together. It brings people of very different backgrounds together, very different ideologies, different religions, different socio-economic brackets. Martial arts opens the door for friendships across boundaries. This is the amazing thing. Sifu Bob and I live a continent away from each other, and yet I consider him one of my very good friends. Having him come here after 3 years of getting to know him was an amazing experience for me, because it's different when you're in the room with somebody and training with them and getting to know them, getting to feel their energy, and having new energy brought into your training. Keith and I can be really quite flawless when we want to be, because we know each other so well. Sifu Bob and I started out awkward, but we started gelling as time went on. But it was easy because the friendship was already established. I cannot say enough how honored I am that he came all this way. I cannot say enough how much I learned over the weekend. And I cannot say enough how I actually miss the man, and he's only been gone for a couple of days now. And I sure hope we get to do this again. I sure hope we get another visit. And I'll tell you, this week ended in one of the most exciting things that has happened to me in a long time. You see, we were teaching each other. We've been training each other in both of our systems. And because we think alike and train different Filipino martial arts but have the same mental outlook, the same philosophy, or very similar philosophies, it was easy for both of us to learn each other's system. So when he got here, there was some testing going on. And while we played in class, we also did a test at the end. And before Sifu Bob left, I became the Canadian rep for Reflex Flow, and he became the American rep for Boondock Eskrima. And I could not be prouder.